The recent ruling by the Federal Capital Territory High Court has significant implications for the People's Democratic Party and its internal governance. The court has issued an order that prevents the PDP and several key figures, including the acting national chairman, from removing Senator Samuel Anyanwu from his position as national secretary. This order is in effect until the court hears and decides on the motion regarding this matter. Additionally, the court has prohibited Honorable Setonji Keshodo from acting as national secretary or performing any associated duties unless explicitly directed by Senator Anyanwu. This means that any actions typically taken by the national secretary, such as issuing notices for meetings or signing documents, are restricted until Senator Anyanwu is unavailable. Justice Halilu's ruling emphasizes the importance of maintaining the current office holder's position until the court can fully consider the case, which is scheduled for hearing on January 28, 2025, with a follow-up on February 5, 2025. Let me start with you, Godwin. What do you make of this PDP National Secretary saga between Senator Anyanwu and Udokoye?
Well, it's really getting interesting. And like I want to borrow from my brother Chizi. I think politicians should begin to know, to really acknowledge the fact that Nigeria as an entity has rules, has a constitution, and not just that, that the citizenry of this country, that the people are keenly watching and interested in the characters of the interests that the politicians demonstrate or display. Now, it's barely 3 or 4 weeks now that the appeal court ruled in this same matter, these same cases concerning the PDP National Secretary, confirming the High Court ruling that ousted him, where the PDP zona Southeast zone actually sat, reached a resolution according to their party constitution as the first zone, bringing the Okoye, right? Now, that matter progressed from a court of first instance, High Court, to an appeal court. And the appeal court has actually justice has been dispensed with in this matter. Now, shouldn't it be that the Umoye that has lost, that is the respondent, to take it up higher to the Supreme Court? Why go to a High Court again? So these are the issues. As it stands now, appeal court delivered this judgment not even up to 4 weeks ago, barely 4 weeks ago, just December, last month. So where are we? What are we really saying? And the judiciary, like my brother has said, sometimes they want to do these things to protect some vested interest, but it is not too healthy for democracy. Let me take us back. Remember that the judiciary should be there to maintain some level of stability in the polity and to give a vibrant democracy vis-a-vis when there is a vibrant opposition. Because of McAfee and Sheriff, it's a clear instance where the government in power, the ruling government in power, felt they could push the opposition to decimate them. They could actually have a romance or inordinate or heady romance with a particular key figure in the party, in the opposition. So that when they hold him tight and is at the capital of the ruling party, it makes the opposition party ineffective. It makes them in a way of emasculating them. So back then, you could see that back then, the majority of the opposition were in favor of McAfee, whom they are supporting. Why Sheriff was almost like on his own, like running a one-man show in a bid to just decimate the opposition for the ruling party. I think this is the scenario that is trying to play out here now. Some people in the PDP actually doing the bidding of the ruling party APC are actually bent on decimating the PDP so as to continue to curry favor from the ruling party APC at the national level. I think there's nothing more than that. And the PDP has to fight for itself. And that is why the appeal court has so do justice to the matter on ground.
Right, very well. Chizzy, what do you make of this story?
Well, yeah, I'm not very vast on that appeal court ruling, you know, as it has to concern.
Okay, let me just bring you up to
sure.
speed. Now, the issue that Samuel Anyanwu is having is that they are questioning his legibility as the national secretary. Now, because, you know, during the Guba elections in Imo State, I think, they are saying that he did not resign from his position as the national secretary before he went to contest for the governorship position. And according to the party constitution, you ought to resign from your position, from your elected position, before you contest for any position. But in this instance, Samuel Anyanwu did not do that. After losing the elections, he came back and resumed as national secretary.
No, I'm not saying that I don't know
not
this.
Just that, there are issues of antipathy.
Yes, there were issues of antipathy as well. No. But the issue of antipathy has to do with the party system, not the courts. Don't you agree?
So if the party has has found you guilty or culpable,
as the party found
and the party has and they've resolved. That's what happened. That's what happened. That was like the one you came up. That was like, I told you the party's southeast zone actually did this resolution according to their constitution, and they did because the parties, the secretary of was zoned to the southeast, so it is their prerogative.
Was Samuel Anyanwu suspended from the PDP?
Was he suspended? I think
he was not suspended.
Was he suspended?
There was none of that nature.
But the party,
that's why I'm asking if the court can determine what antipathy in a political party is.
But in the case of Anyanwu and the PDP in the southeast, they actually read out all this is
the matter was not between Anyanwu and PDP southeast. No. The matter was between Anyanwu and Udokoye, who was saying that he's the legitimate national secretary of PDP. This is actually the matter on the ground.
I want to say that we should be aware that the party leadership at the southeast actually met.
We are not looking at internal party wrangling right now. What we are looking at is
we
are looking at the major issue for Lauren Godwin is that it's not the anti-party issue you're bringing up. The major issue is that Senator Samuel Anyanwu did not resign from his position as the national secretary before going to contest for elections in his state. And after he lost the elections, he came back and resumed, his office. So, yes.
The issue of anti-party, the party actually attached all this to the issues of non-residence.
Now, you see, I'm careful discussing something that I'm not too vast, because so I don't say something that tomorrow I come back to regret. But let me follow some narrative that you have just given here. Now, if the man is accusing him of not resigning from his
position as national
secretary, it only means that he did not resign. It means that in the eyes of the law, he didn't even contest the governorship. It means that he was still secretary. He's still secretary because he didn't resign. See, let me tell you.
I don't understand what you mean.
Yes, look at what I mean. He is accusing him now. If he was accusing him that he resigned to go contest, it's a different ballgame. If you resign, that means that you're no longer a member, you're no longer the secretary. Do you understand that?
So the thing is, he did resign, so he's still the secretary.
He's still the secretary. That means that in the eyes of the PDP law, he didn't even contest for anything.
So which party gave him the ticket to run for that election?
He didn't. That is see, that is what I am telling you. You see, we may all speak here from emotions or from what we think. Now, if you didn't resign, you said the party. I hope you know that resignation from the political party is entirely the party thing. It's not even the INEC thing. Because what INEC is, look, including primaries, the party can bring out you and say, Larissa, you are the candidate of the party at this particular election. I hope you know. That's why it's an internal party affairs. Now, resignation is purely an internal party affairs to know whether he have resigned or not. As at the time that he was contesting that election that he said he contested, because the court has told us that what you see may not be it. Omeha was contesting for governor, went around the entire state, and in the eyes of the law, they told us that Omeha was not the person, it was Amechi that was going. Because it was Amechi that had the form, it was Amechi that the party gave the ticket, it was Amechi that Omeha was going around for the party, that didn't mean. So if he hadn't resigned, as at the time that he was contesting that quote-unquote election, it the secretary you can act.
Does the party also have a provision that says that you must resign from your elected
It is
position?
not the party elected, yes.
National secretary of political party, is it by appointment?
No. See, look, when I say elected, see, if you are, for instance, now going to contest, you see, it's coming from the party to contest here. It is not coming from here to contest to the party. That is, the party will say, you can't be appointed here and now come to be a member of the executives of the party. That's what the party is saying.
Probably we will be, let's look at the Edo State scenario. Probably, I thought any of you would bring that up, but apparently you did not. But let's look at the Edo State scenario, where Senator Monday Okpebholo was still a senator. That's an elective position.
Yeah.
When he ran for the governorship seats of Edo State.
Yes,
and even his deputy. And when he won, and I recall that during the campaigning season, the PDP called out Senator Monday Okpebholo and said that how come he's contesting for election, meanwhile he did not vacate his seat. And it is just recent, sometime late last year, that Akpabio now declared his seat vacant, you know. But that is like how many months? Remember how many months after the Guba election he was inaugurated, he has resumed office acting as a governor. It was just recently that the National Assembly declared Senator Monday Okpebholo's seat vacant. I was hoping that both of you might even
no. See, that's
are these not elective? Because I'm looking at elective position based on party mandates.
Now let me tell you, in the case of the assembly, in the case of legislature, they can be members of legislature and run for elective office. They can be.
Yes. They don't need to resign.
Yes. No, they don't. Because
but in case of political party, the person has to resign.
If you're coming to the political party, if you are coming to the if you are living as commissioner or assembly or this is coming to contest election at the political party, holding political party election, you must resign here. But if you are going from the political party to that place, you can stay and then go and come back if you want. It has happened to Victor Gado.
No, Victor was given a waiver.
A waiver. Now, because Victor, let me tell you what happened to Victor. Victor resigned as the deputy national secretary, coming to contest election. Yes. And upon losing that election, he went back and they gave him a waiver. Yes. He resigned.
But
hear me now.
That is the legal thing to do.
No.
Which means Anyanwu actually defaulted.
No, it's not a default. Yes. It is not a default. It is you who decides. In that, I told you that a candidate of a political party, the candidacy of a political party in an elective election is given by the political party. Now, the political party may silence this aspect. He mustn't resign. I can tell you, he mustn't resign. It is only when you now win the election and you assume the election that you can say whether resign or not.
And the same party now is fighting.
It's an individual fighting, not the party. It's an individual fighting.
I just told you. I just told you.
No, hold on.
No.
I just told before I woke up.
The Southeast is not the PDP.
Godwin, let's not mix up these issues.
But it was known to them. The office is there right.
No, what they are saying is that
what it is an individual that is vying for this position. It is an individual that is praying the courts. The courts, when the court was giving judgment, the court did not make reference to this Southeast caucus you're talking about. No. You're dragging in a caucus into this matter. The matter is between two people.
The Nwokoye has the support and the backing. Udokoye has the support and the backing of the Southeast Caucus.
He could have the backing of the entire South. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make it illegal.
All right, gentlemen.